Welcome to the Elegant Adventure Sagas. I got it. Tonight's episode is the Great Melok Conundrum, or something like that. I don't figure out what I'm gonna name it yet. Irony of Nick being gone these past few weeks is the entire story arc is predicated on his character. So got that going for us. Well, hopefully Mark will join us. Already in progress. We have Skylar is out in Canada, and I believe Mr. Nick and Favia are in the woods in Minnesota or something. And Mr. Mude we are not sure, but hopefully he'll join us soon. When we were last here, let me see if I can remember. It's been like a long time. I think it said something like 48 days or something like that, which is quite the stretch. But if you guys remember, you had experienced a river ambush. You'd kept one person alive. I believe his name was Tabin, right? And then you made your way to Seacomer, and you went to the Festival of the Jolly Jester, or it was something like that. What was it called? Festival of the Jumble Jester. And you sent that sort of charmed black cultist ahead to Lork. And they were to let the other black cultists know that Nick Melok had been captured and was on his way. So he took off ahead, and you guys joined the festival, and you partook in something called Ale to the King. Ale to the King was quite the success. You answered riddles and got very drunk, and at the end were the special guests for Mysterio, the magician. Who performed many a trick. Yes, Mysterio. His big finale was that he made Nick Melok disappear and then disappeared himself. Alakazam. He was gone. You did some investigating in the tent after paying off the guard Bernati, and realized that Nick had actually been kidnapped. You did a little snooping, and you think that they ushered him out of the tent into a boat and headed downriver. You did find a note. Does anyone remember what the note said? Anyone?
I do not.
So it said something about going to the Wayward Spirit and Locke, something about a mine and some other stuff. And it said to burn the notes. So one of you is actually holding the note. I'm not sure which of you it is. Might be Karen. No, actually, maybe it's Noodle. Let's see. You can see here, inventory.
My journal's gone, too.
Oh, let me grab it back for you. Hold on. Yeah, it's in here. You have it, Noodle. It says, this burnt scrap of paper, this is a burnt scrap of paper. It was clearly meant to be completely destroyed. All you see are incomplete sentences. Yeah. And I think it's in the chat still, what it says. Yep, it is. Let me grab your journals. I forgot to import those for you as part of the Fandango campaigns, journals, Elegant journals. Second, and import. Yes. All right. And let me go back to the journals. There we go. 1 second, let me remove the folder, and then I'll share it with you again.
Thank you.
And configure ownership. All right, so if I go to you, you are the owner. Save changes. I will share the Elegant one with you all. All players, owner, save. Karen, I'll share your journal with you. Configure ownership. And owner. And there you go. Now, do you see it?
I'm getting back in. Yes, thank you.
You are welcome. You also should see, are all your macros still there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Awesome. And there should be a new macro that you'll need today. Called, and you don't need to click it, you just need to add it. Rollable table random search. It's a little magnifying glass. So when we were doing random searches, it'll tell you what you get. So anyway, where was I? Yes, Nick has been disappeared. You guys are standing around a tent. You've talked to some of the people at the festival, but it's getting late. Not sure how many people are left. What are your next steps? I mean, other than wishing that Cyrus was here, you know.
Yeah. My journal is empty, so yeah, don't worry about it right now.
No, it's not. I see it. It's full of stuff. Look to see if there's probably a new version of your journal, so you could delete the old one. Just look.
A character card.
Yeah, and then look on the left. It'll say Waybuck Cave, Sea Voyage, Daggerford.
Oh.
No, I converted it to pages, so each of the themes. So you can always click add page at the bottom, or you could just do a big thing of notes. You can do what you want to do. But yeah, there's your, that was your notes from your private journal. All right. So you guys are here. I just don't know what you want to do.
Well, I thought we were going to. We went into that. We went into the tent.
Yep, and you did a thorough investigation. You had I believe that either you or Fabia had a really high roll, and
learned nothing.
No, you learned a bunch. You learned that he went out the back door. He was kidnapped. You think he went down river. You know that it's the Black Cult of the Dragon. You found that note, that scrap of a note that you have in your inventory. So yeah.
Is the captain gone?
Nope.
That we got the ship that navigated us this far. Are we going on foot or? What do we want to do?
That's your choice. You guys should discuss if you want to go via ship or if you think wilderness would be faster. It's really your call. You also, just giving you some hints. Wait, Marcus said, "Oh yeah, he's joining right now." You also might want to consider, asking where this city is or how far it is, or I'm just giving you guys some general hints since it's been a long time since we played. But like, you need to go to that place, that inn, or that's at least where you think that Nick is being held, or that's where they were going to take him.
I thought we got more information about it.
You got information. Look in the chat.
Oh.
So you know that the city, Lorcam. Something word spirit, right? Now, you also knew the Wayward Spirit was where the cultists were going to go with Capit, right? Because you found that out. So they were heading to that same place, right? There's something about a mine, but also Jazz Hands had told you something about a mine as well. There's some Wayfinder part of casing or something. I believe he said it might be at that mine. And destroy this note. And looks like they have a catchphrase, Tooth and Claw. Brother Samael, BCOD. So you know a lot of things.
We need to get to Lorcam. The main thing right now.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think and I think if Fabi were here, it would be: do you feel safer via river? Well, actually, I think Fabi would suggest that you find out how far Lorcam is.
Yeah. Who can we ask?
Well, a couple of things. I believe you found that there was a map. Just a regular map. in the tent, if I'm not mistaken. It was just of the Moonsea area, so we could load that up if you'd like.
Yeah, let's do it.
And you've seen this map before. This is a map that you can get over the counter.
Yay.
Activate said map. Do, 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 do. Can you guys see anything?
Yep,
Yeah, I got it.
it's dark, but
I need to, yeah, hold on. Configure the map. I don't know why I forgot to, I have it attached to the daytime. So it should not be adjusted by the time of the configure. You know, you don't need it adjust, like I don't need it, token vision, global illumination. Oh, there we go. Now it should be nice and bright.
So
mhm.
we're at Daggerford right now.
Yeah, so you're at Daggerford,
Yeah.
and I can even help you. No, you're not Daggerford. I can give you a little recap of where you've been.
Yeah.
All of
Dang,
my
that's
stuff
quite a
is
map.
weird. It is. It is. So you guys took a ship over here. See, right? So you guys you did a ship over here,
Yeah.
right? And then you made your way to Daggerford. I put a little blue
Yeah.
X on the map. You made your way then to Seacomer via river, right? And that was a pretty short trip.
Yeah, Seacombe, right.
Yeah, where you need to go
It's just down the river, right?
is right to Lorcum.
Yeah.
So that is, if I'm looking at distances, that's about, let's see, probably about 500 miles.
It kind of seems like river is way easier than land. I mean, it's like straight
That's
down
what I
the
was thinking. We need to secure a ship or some
A barge.
floaty device. Yeah.
So you still have access to the barge. You just have to talk to the you just have to talk to, because here's your party marker, because here's where you are. Boom. Now you should be able to see that.
Mhm.
That's you guys. Can you guys hold on 1 second? I'm being rudely interrupted.
Yep.
Look, cool. Do you?
All right. So here we are. You have about 500 miles to go. And I believe the thought process that you guys need to think through, okay, you were attacked on the river. They're probably on the river. Would the river be faster than horses? Or walking? Or what have you? I don't think by foot would be faster. I mean, that would be obvious. But getting into some horses might make short work of this trip, or maybe a combination of the two. Maybe you take a river for a while and then the horses later.
Well, I'm looking at this map. They will probably expect us to take the river, so I think we should. I mean, I'm for the river, and if you want to get off in, well, it looks like Loudwater or
For being in a boat.
pardon?
Loudwater seems kind of ominous for being in a boat.
Yeah,
True
that's
that.
what if we get off there, or at least bank there, or we would be closer. I feel like we should take at least some of the river down.
Yeah, we could take it down to that lake and then just kind of go across the
Oh
lake and
yeah,
take
All
the
right.
woods.
So
Five
you're
Star
looking at
Lake.
heading to here.
Yeah. So that would get us most of the way there by boat, which should be efficient.
Hmm.
Would be off the most expected path. So
Yay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, hello, Mr. Bing. And so the where you're trying to end up ultimately though is Lork.
Just north of there. I mean, a little northeast.
Awesome. All right. So let me. So you guys are going to take. You guys are going to secure the services again of the captain.
yep.
Well, I would hope so.
All right. So let's go back to the Jumble Jester already in progress.
We're gonna secure the boat. If he wants to come too, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Um. That's you guys. Here we are.
Mark, we're plotting how to get down to the town where we think our missing party member is being held.
Ah, okay.
And so we opted for a path on the river, but on a branch that is not the most direct route, so that we can sort of sneak in,
Gotcha. Okay.
not be ambushed again.
Yeah. Did you want me to do a quick recap for you?
That would be awesome.
I'll do it. It'll be less in depth than the first one.
I'm gonna grab it.
But yeah. Hold on one second. I'm also multitasking. Yeah. So when we last played, you guys had done the river ambush. You kept a cultist named Tabin alive. When you got to the festival of the Jumble Jester, you sent him ahead to trick the other cultists into thinking that they'd captured Nick, and then we're going to meet them. You know, you were going to meet them in Seco, or in Lork at the Wayward Spirit, right? You guys got drunk, answered a bunch of riddles, were the guests of honor at a magic show by Mysterio. Mysterio did quite the magic show, and made both Nick and himself disappear at the end of the show, and didn't come back. The party searched the tent after bribing one of the guards and realized that Nick didn't probably even pause in the tent, just they beelined him right off the back, probably into a boat, and have headed somewhere you didn't know. But one of you guys rolled an incredible investigation check and found a burnt scrap of paper. And if you look in the chat window, that's the remnants of the paper, right? There's something in Lorcum, that's a city, you already know that. Something spirit, but you already knew about the Wayward Spirit. Something about them being alive. Something about an Ender part. And I think you guys have realized that's probably a Wayfinder part. Something about a mine. And then to destroy this note. And Tooth and Claw, Brother Samuel, BCOD. So piecing all of that together, your next step is to try to catch up to the cultists before they reach that inn, but they have a pretty good head start on you. Or make your way there and try and rescue your friend if he is still there, right? If he's not there, then he might be at the mine, but you don't know, right? You'll have to do some Scooby Gang stuff up to that point. So these cool cats talk amongst themselves and took a look at the map, which I can load again if you really want to see it, but saw that there's river passages and wilderness passages. And, you know, the wilderness would probably be faster. You know, horseback probably goes faster than the river because you're sort of floating. However, it's more unpredictable. You don't know the area, right? And you guys have decided to secure the captain and their barge to take you to, guys, you remember the name of the lake? It's to Lake High Star Lake. So you guys are going to take a hard right at the town of Zelbros and head towards High Star Lake, and then you're going to do the sort of the wilderness travel to the city of Lork. I think the outcome and correct me if I'm wrong, Cliff, the outcome was that would put you on a less common path, and you're less likely to run into the Black Cultists. And that brings you current. So why don't you, the three of you, talk amongst yourselves for a second?
Well, all right. Hey, 1 second though, Tom. So I've got this thing just says loading Festival of the Jumble Jester stuck at 99%. Should I just like
do a quick refresh? Yeah, because your browser's probably cached the V10 version of the site, and this has all been upgraded to V11. So just do a quick refresh.
Cool.
All right, I was being a dad for a second. Not a very good dad, I think she would admit, but a dad nonetheless. All right, so did you load up? Is it all good?
I'm trying now. I logged out and I'm coming back in.
Yeah, I don't see a ping for you yet, but that don't mean nothing.
Well, it's weird because it says I'm logged in, but refresh. Maybe I'll just go in with a different browser. Can somebody send me a link? Oh, there it is. Okay, got it.
Yeah, it should run best on Chrome.
Okay.
So, for what it's worth.
Gotcha.
It's optimized for Chrome. All right, so good to see you. You have a nice ping.
Lovely. So I'm seeing the fairgrounds. Should I be seeing that?
Yeah, you should be. You should be looking at them. You guys are all over by the tent.
Okay.
And I believe that you know this gentleman who walks up, Captain Smirts.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Captain Smirts, walks over and is like,
I hear you might be in the need of some assistance.
Yep. Who'd you hear that from?
Oh, word gets around. Your friend disappearing, you guys scrambling about. You're not exactly being quiet. Plus, I'm in pretty tight with these guards here. How do, Bernardi? How do?
How do?
of course, you know that's Grandpa George.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. May he rest in peace. But yeah, so Smirts is there. Offers to take you to the lake, but it's going to probably cost you about 30 gold. It's quite a trip.
I think we have it.
I'm sure.
I'm good for that.
And Smirts is like, if he doesn't know your plan, but he's still outfitted for the trip. He's got plenty of supplies, but the 30 gold should cover your rations, your water, and your passage. But this time around, he wants to let you know that you'll have to pay any additional charges if his barge is damaged by being attacked.
We're good. We're good for it.
All right. So Smirch just wants to know, hey, what time do you want to leave? In the morning, Tuesday.
9 p.m. What do you say, gentlemen? and lady.
So, like, before nightfall.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So you mean I've had me some ale. Not like you guys. And congratulations, by the way. Congratulations on Ale of the King. Did I tell you? Did I tell you this place was magnificent? I did. But anyway.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so magnificent that no, never mind.
Before nightfall. Before nightfall. Horrible movie. But can you be more specific? What time are we setting sail?
Do we care? Do we want to go now, or do we want to just wait for him to sober up?
I'm kind of thinking, well, it's 9 p.m., right? I don't want to give him can't we leave now?
Yeah,
Or
maybe.
do we have to?
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. Yeah, maybe speed is of the essence here.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get your drunk ass in the boat and let's roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, huh? Well, I've got to go. I've got to go. Well, I got to go to the Tinkle Hut. But then I will meet you. I will meet you down river, just to the north in my barge, and we'll set sail. Be sure you grab whatever of your personal belongings that you need, and I'll see you in, say, 15.
Okay.
And I have no idea with all these updates if my voice is still working,
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
or if that's more annoying than just me going, I'm Captain Spurts. Like I haven't decided. When I go back and listen to the videos, I sound like an idiot both ways. So.
No, it's perfect. Potions? Does anyone around here have, like, healing potions?
Yeah, I think the first stall, I think, was some potions lady, some sort of mystic or something. I think she sold them.
Are you talking about Seraphina Moonshadow?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like she told you that story about like ghosts and shit. It was pretty awesome.
I know. Good stuff.
All right, so let's see.
Let's see what I have.
Guard. I see guards, but I don't see Seraphina.
She's way to the south.
At the festival.
Oh, to the south.
I'm sorry, to the west. To the west.
Where's my character sheet?
Okay, can I just kind of free?
Yeah.
Actually, I can't even. Where's? Oh, it's. Sire's being. Can I move, lad?
Give me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right, so going to open up movement. You have now can freely move around.
Hey, Captain. Oh, Captain Smirt's already left, right?
Oh no, Smirts is right there, right next to you. Looking
Hey,
right
where
at
can
you.
I find Seraphina?
Sorry, lost my voice. Seraphina, I believe, is set up on the south side of the trail, right at the entrance to the festival. So head west.
At the entrance of what now?
At the entrance of this festival.
Oh.
Yeah, past the pubs.
So yeah, I'll ding the map.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Wait, it's not letting me move at all. There we go.
Yeah, I'm glitchy.
Zoop.
Is everybody heading there,
Oh,
or
there she
what's
is.
what's going on?
It's a little glitchy for me. Like,
Is it?
hesitating, whatever that's called.
Okay.
Oh, we're going now.
All right.
Miss Moonshadow, I presume.
Hold on.
Yes, that's me. Hello.
I have been told that you have some wonderful wares that may have some healing qualities.
I do indeed. I do indeed. What are we looking for?
Healing potions. I guess greater healing would be great. Her.
All right. And then what are you willing to spend on said item?
I can give
Hi,
you
honey.
20 gold.
Ooh, 20 gold. Well, let me think about that. So let me pull up my inventory to see how many did you need.
Well, do you have 5 in stock?
I do have 5. 20 gold isn't going to cut it though.
Do you?
How much?
Can you do better than 20 gold?
I can, but what? Do you have a counter offer?
Well, my counter would be 25 gold.
Okay, 25 it is.
All right. Well, let me hand these to you. Inventory. Greater 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you should see them in your inventory. And
I do.
I'm now tapped out. I'm out of greater healing potions. So your friends are out of luck.
And I give you. How do I give you gold?
Just remove the gold from your stuff.
Okay.
I can do it. I'll put you 105 now. Down. You're
All right.
down.
Cool.
Can I help
Well,
you with
actually-
anything else?
Actually, I would be down at 100 if I were being honest.
Good job. Math is hard.
I have no idea if I just got taken or not, but
Well, you know, I don't typically deal in medicinals of this sort. What about you? You good-looking half-orc, you? What do you need?
Have you only got drinks?
I have miscellaneous things. I have some under-the-table things, but nothing overly exciting. I'm at a festival. I'm not at a shop. So, are you looking for something specific?
Anything that can hurt people?
I'm sorry. I'm not hearing what you're saying.
Do you have anything that could hurt somebody?
Oh, no. I don't deal in those sorts of weapons.
Do you know who
I'm-
does?
No one at the festival. You'd have to head into the city.
All right.
All right.
What about this? The trinket vendor. Did we want to go back and talk to the trinket vendor, or we did and they told us about the box?
Ah, the trinket vendor. You mean Perinu trinket vendor? He's right next to me.
Pyrenees.
Perinu is a lovely gentleman. You know, most of look, what you're gonna find at this, you guys, dudes, you're gonna find here is mostly festival stuff, right? Like knickknacks and doodly doos and maybe maybe a little herb, if you ask the right people. You're not gonna find the kinds of goods for an adventure because quite honestly, this is a festival, right? Yeah, now you want you an elephant ear? We can hook you up. You want some funnel cake? No problem. You want some ale? Well, we can hook you up. You want, Baphomet's Dragon Slayer sword? Well, probably not gonna be able to hook you up with that.
All right. Well, thank you.
Well, thank you.
So I think in general, a festival, like if you went to Little Cousin Jasper's, that's not where you're going to go to like buy camping gear and weapons.
Yeah.
You may want to consider an alternate path. Although also check out your inventories because you guys just spent an awful lot of time at a vendor recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm all set. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I think what you might want to consider is I don't know if anyone's damaged or not. I haven't checked out your. Looks like you're all healthy actually.
Yeah. We didn't do any fighting.
So yeah, I think that the only thing to it is then to head, since you've got your healing potions. Another thing I'd like to do is to head to the barge. And is that where you want to head next?
Yeah. I think we need to get out quickly.
Indeed. All right. So then, and you're taking, I believe, the barge, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So we go Traveler to Lore. So let me drag you guys onto the map, and then I will activate it, and we'll be good to go. And Bing.
I'm sorry. It's distracting. We have a little one
No worries.
here.
Awesome.
Nick. Oh, wait, no, Nick. Nick can't come. Noodle. Quest over. Nick just shows up on the barge. What's up, yo? Skylar. And last but not least, Captain Smirks.
It's probably actually a blessing that he's not here.
Yeah.
You're right.
How weird would it be otherwise?
Well,
Yeah.
so, I mean,
Sit and listen.
well, but he wouldn't though, because see, I have all sorts of narrative that goes with his other side of the story that he's never going to hear because by the time he comes back, it'll be done. But that's okay because all of the stuff that he would have heard, you'll eventually find out too, right? So it all works out. Activate. Let's see if this works. I just built this today.
Hey,
And-
we're back on the road.
You are. And I did some things. I fixed the scale so the barge isn't as small as it was before. And I don't know why I just stopped you. There you go. So yeah, so you're on the barge and the time has now advanced to about 10 p.m.
Is Lil Zippy with us?
Little Zippy is dismissed, but I can bring Little Zippy out if you'd like. Would you like Little Zippy out?
That's fine. No, I'm just curious. I mean,
But just so he's like with us, right?
is he? Yeah.
Mhm. Well, you know what? I think if I were truly playing Favia as Favia would, Zippy would probably be out. She never dismisses him. So I'll pull those. There's Zippy.
Cool,
And I
cool.
believe, yeah, so there he is. And let me give you guys your drop shadows. Boom, 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 boom.
Look at that.
You must have the drop
I can
shadows.
see. I'm gonna refresh because I'm. Just keep going. I can hear you.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys are, it's night and you're heading down the river. You're still near some civilization, so you're passing the occasional cabin. You're going under the occasional bridge. There's a bridge.
Yes, I see it.
Lo and behold.
That's nice.
It's lovely. It's very lovely.
It's very cool.
And yeah, you can see as far as you can see. It seems somewhat safe. You don't see anything nefarious. Let me roll some dice and see if there are any encounters. And I don't remember if I can do this hidden. Tell me if you see this.
15.
I saw it.
Yeah,
That
so
was
I'm
a
just
public roll.
I'm trying to figure out how to do a private roll.
I see
Oh.
a drop.
Oh, there
down
it is.
that we can-
There it is. A blind GM roll. Okay. So let's see. See if you can see this.
Yes. Oh no,
Question
it says
mark.
question mark.
Okay, that just tells you that I'm doing it.
Riddler dice.
I'm doing it. Okay, so neither of those counted. I shall delete them both. And now this will count to see if. Well, first off, what are you doing on the boat? I'm assuming Skylar would probably be aimed this way. Sippy's aimed that way.
Yeah.
Fabi's aimed this way. I'll let you
So-
guys do you.
Yeah.
I'm ducking down under in the cover of this since I don't have night vision.
Ooh,
Okay.
you do have a
so
lantern if you want to light one up, but you are seeing,
No.
right? You're seeing something.
Yeah, I mean I'm seeing stuff on the map, but like my character can't see.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're sort of staying low,
Yes.
right? So if an arrow were to fly towards you, it would hit the ship or the barge and not you, is what I'm hearing.
That's my hope. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, the barge doesn't provide a ton of cover. It's a barge, right? Largely for carrying cargo. What about the rest of you?
I mean,
Is anyone considering a long rest? Or are you guys doing watch? Like what's it's 500 miles, which means it's
at
a good
some point, I'm sure we all sleep, but I feel like we need to take turns in
Yeah.
watch.
Well, I think Fabia also has her. She's basically
Oh, yeah.
turned into an alarm system. So
yeah.
Yeah.
If there's anything, so I'm gonna do 8-hour increments.
Okay.
And
Okay.
and I'm like, there's not a lot, like this is just river travel. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, or if you want to ask the captain questions.
Well,
But the bottom line is, you guys are just making your way and going from there. So my first roll is going to see for the first day, do you run into any black cult?
I'm gonna
And-
go get my headphones while we do this.
Alrighty,
well, you know, I would walk 500 miles.
would you? Well, in that first 8 hours of that 500 miles, you will encounter no cultists, and you see no sign other than the occasional person. So let's advance the time to. I wonder if I can. Day, hour, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 6 a.m. comes upon you, and you're continuing down the barge, and the captain's like, "Hey, if you guys want to stop, let me know." All right, so the next 8 hours. Are clear.
Awesome.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, 8. So let me progress you on the map. So I'm going to load the map up. And activate. So you now will be seeing a map, right? And you guys are almost, right now, you've went about 40 miles, so you're almost to Zelbros. There you go. Where you're going to take a hard right.
Hard
So-
right.
Heading
Not
back
listen.
to Lore, or heading back to the river. So you're back on the river. Let's roll to see if anything happens in the next 8 hours.
Left a good job in the city. Working for the man every night and day.
Again, uneventful. Can't believe it's uneventful. Moving ahead 8 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, it's spooky and dark again.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling. Nothing. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Rolling on
5,
the
6,
river.
7, 8. All right, 8. So let's advance the map. I'm heading back to the map. Activate. Oh wait, you guys were always on the map. I never activated the other one, did I?
I don't
No,
think so.
you did.
Oh, did I?
You went
Okay. All
back.
right, so you're about here. You're almost to High Star Lake. And activate.
So are we gonna pop across the land to Lork? Is that the plan?
I
Okay.
think that was the plan. All right. So, next roll. Oops, wrong dice. No. Clear. Clear. Get out of there. That one. And roll. Jesus. Smooth sailing. There's smooth sailing. You're seeing, flora. You're seeing fauna. You're seeing the occasional, person fishing off a bridge, or hiking along the side. And as you're asking, if they've seen anything nefarious, the feedback is they haven't seen anything. Now you
Awesome.
have taken that sharp right, so you can feel pretty good about the fact that it doesn't seem like the black cultists went this way. So let's do 8 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're doing one more roll. Should choose the dice and go. Oh, that was so close. So close, but no. You thought you saw something off in the distance, and it turns out it was just a little bear looking for some salmon. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're 8, and let's see where you are on the map. Activate. You have made it almost all the way to your X. I'll head back to the river and let me know what you want to do next. So are you gonna head via land? Is that the idea?
Yep. I think we are.
All right. Let me look at something real quick. Are you sharing any of this with Captain?
Well, he hasn't asked.
Well, he's taking you to the lake.
Just
So-
some fishing.
So
I don't
so
know if
you
we
know.
want to get that involved. He's a nice guy. I don't know if we want to get him messed up.
That's
know.
true. Maybe
So-
the less you know might be the better.
Right.
We'll have you ashore in about 3 hours from now. We're heading into the lake in just a second. Am I just dropping you off, or are you in need of supplies? I do have colleagues that work in and around the lake. If you need any camping gear or horses or wagons or what have you. I'm not sure where you're heading from the lake.
Oh, yeah, because it's kind of a little bit of a trip from the lake, right? Like,
We're gonna have to
Well,
cross the river on
Yeah.
the other side.
Yeah, most of the rivers have bridges from time to time, like the one we're going under right now. So, I don't think that's a huge issue. If you don't mind me asking, what city you heading to?
Don't rightly know.
Well, then I can provide no assistance on which roads to take. Whatever. I appreciate the fact that you want to sort of be on the DL. Are you gonna need horses? Are you gonna need anything from me, or am I just dropping you off? I can go either way.
if I might sidebar with
Okay.
my group here, if we're looking on the map, about how far is it on foot from this lake? 'Cause it's not. It looks like we go through some sort of. I guess not too much of a forest, but then what are those cactus-looking things? Sort of dry brush. What's the brown part? You get what I'm saying? Are you guys looking at the map?
The prickly looking things, kind of.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
Are
are you
those
asking
hills?
me? Are you asking me? Or are you asking?
The map maker.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of things I'll tell you. Give me 1 second.
Map maker, make me a map.
So each grid, just so you know, is about 20 miles.
Cool.
Let me go back up to the map. Hold on.
How far
Trying to-
can we get on horse on a?
Well, you would have to. So you would have to ask the captain that question because he's familiar
Well,
with that area.
we haven't left, but
No.
I
That's my guidance. Is if you want to know, he knows the area. So if you want to know some of that, he would be able to tell you some things like it's about 100 miles as the crow flies, and I am the captain. I'm in the captain's voice. Let's just do the captain's voice. Yeah. So yeah, if you're heading towards Orlebar or Lork or Loudwater. Actually, if you're heading towards Loudwater, you should have stayed on the river. But if you're heading towards either Lork or Orlebar or even Parched, right, which is across the peaks, there's a couple of wilderness trails that will take you right there and right to the other side. So if you're going to Orlebar, there's a natural bridge that actually crosses. If you're going to Lork,
lovely.
there's some lovely wooden bridges that take you across. But yeah, there's a wilderness path that is both foot and cart friendly. That'll get you right there. And if needed, I can talk to one of my colleagues and have him meet us with some horses and supplies, if that's what you're after. But yeah, you get about 100 miles left.
Horses would be, I think, a good idea. What do you guys think?
Yeah. We get there quicker. Yeah.
So I'll need once we land ashore, you can hang tight on the barge, and I'll need but maybe 30 to 60 minutes to talk to my colleague. Now you won't get this for free, right?
Correct.
Yeah, but I think you can negotiate with them, but I'm guessing that you're not going to just be able to like rent them to Lork or to Albar. This is probably going to be a purchase sort of a situation because he's not going to go and collect them, right? So
rent to own.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, it's not rent a mule. So, but yeah, I can do that for you.
That would be amazing.
Well, remember, at the end, if you've enjoyed your travels with Smirt's travel agency,
Smirt's rent-a-car.
tip me well. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of Smirt's rent-a-car. Jesus Christ, that was such an obvious pun. I mean, it's not as good as Bloodbath and Beyond, but I've not been able to top that. So, other than White Castle, which you didn't even have to change. But anyway, yeah. So you guys pull into shore. Oh, I should change my voice.
There, you guys change into you guys pull into shore. Yeah, you got to tell me when I'm all jacked up. And I'll stop you. Oh, let me advance the time. So it'll be morning, about 7 a.m. And we stop the river. Right there, there's a bridge right ahead. You're good to go. You're sort of all stopped. And Smirch just sort of takes off and goes to, hook you guys up with some horses. Are you doing anything while he's going?
Check my
We're
phone.
keeping watch for one. We still don't know if, but preparing.
Yeah,
I might.
The dice were very kind to you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
It was bananas. But anyway, go ahead.
Well, I don't know. No, I guess he's not gonna double cross us, is he?
I mean, he didn't before, did he? I was pretty leery of him, I think, most of the trip. So
You were
maybe
not a trusting soul, that's for sure.
no. I trusted the wrong people, and that was the stupid magician. So, why were you going to tail him or have Zippy?
Oh well, I was just gonna. That's an even better idea.
Should we, just in case? I mean, we don't know the other guy,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
and they do have eyes everywhere, right? So,
Yeah. See, I was thinking that like we at least should like get out of the barge and like maybe spread out just so there's
Yeah.
no like ambush possibility. Or
okay. Yeah. Let's do that. And then can we send little Zippy to follow him? And I don't know, Tom.
Are you asking? Are you asking me? Or are you guys asking each other that?
Well, I think
yeah, is it too late to have Zippy go tracking that guy?
Yes.
A. Even if he goes invisible and flies.
Well, you could send him off searching, but the guy's already gone.
Well, it's Zippy. See if you can track him down. Just follow him.
All right.
Remain somewhat discreet.
All
and
right.
we're
So
gonna get off, and we're gonna
Just kind of
go
spread out.
ashore. Yeah.
Yeah.
so can you roll an investigation for Zippy? Somebody, or do you want me to do it for you?
Do we have control of him?
No, you don't, and I'll have to do it. So, 1 second. I am not used to this interface. Where's investigation checks on a normal player sheet?
Attributes.
Uh-huh. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Investigation. Configure now. I think I just click it, right? Normal.
Yep.
So yeah, Zippy flies about 50 yards and doesn't see anything. And I think she's good till I think she can communicate up to 600 feet or something like that.
I can't remember. Yeah,
60.
it was a good.
That's a long way.
looking amount.
Do you want Zippy to keep going?
Yeah,
And-
just like see if you can find him and follow him.
Yeah.
And if you see anything that looks dangerous, like make a beeline back to us.
Oh, that's a nothing. Are you guys are seeing these rolls, right?
We're seeing
No,
question
well-
marks.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll make these public. I don't need to hide these. Investigation. So he's now nothing. And by the way, each time it requires him to get a better roll because he's farther and farther away. So
Okay.
this is I think this is the last one. If he can get above a 15, and he should be good to go. That means he's picked him up. And he got it too.
Okay,
Yeah, so-
we lost him. All right.
Yeah, so Zippy and by the way, it wasn't and Zippy saw no signs that he was like scurrying and hiding. He just, this guy's just booking it because he's trying to hook you up.
All right.
We hope.
Indeed.
And we are off, spread out on the shore as of right now, just to
Yep.
make that double clear.
Right. So you guys are spreading out
So,
on the
like-
barge. Or you guys are leaving the barge and
We're
hiding?
leaving the barge.
Okay, so you guys should have access to just like literally just move where you're gonna move.
Okay, so
Do
we're
we go
but
north
we're
or south?
yeah, so like we're on the lake, right?
Well, you're on the river, but it's like imagine you're up against that bridge and you're parked. You're on the edge. You're on the north
Alright.
the north shore.
Okay. I'll be someplace visible,
Okay.
and I just recommend y'all like spread out just in case there's some sort of weird ambush. Look for my sign.
Okay, so there is a rock to the south. I'm gonna go by that, so I'm somewhat, I can sneak to one side or the other, depending on if I hear anything. Just sort of.
Ooh.
Oh, I guess we got other people to deal with because we're it. Is anybody staying on the boat, or are we taking them all off?
Yeah, we should get off. I think we've gone as far as we can, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you're as far as the next step is he's going to hook you up with your horses. So as as you guys are standing there, and I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh shit, here comes. From the north, you hear this little dude whistling, and this roaming merchant just sort of is walking along the shore. So there you go. Just sort of doing his
This guy?
thing. This guy right here. Right, and he makes sight. He makes sight of you guys, and he's like,
Hey.
Are you travelers in need of any goods? I'm making my way towards you if you're interested. I'll set up shop if you're interested. It's up to you.
Wait, you just disappeared.
I'm going to stay quiet and on this side, and out of line of his sight. That's what I'm going to do.
I just made my way to this open area. It's just one of the many places I like to stop and as people pass by on the river, offer my goods and services.
What goods and services do you offer?
Well, I'm a merchant.
Yeah. What are you selling?
I sell everything from iron pots to alchemist fire to ring mail to mirrors to card sets to long swords and bows and arrows. Whatever I purchase along the way and am carrying in this wagon behind me that you don't see but is there, I assure you.
I can't move them.
What if actually I'll flip him a couple of gold just to see like what he's heard, what news in the area, who's been traveling around.
Well, thank you for the gold. It was unnecessary. I'm happy to have a conversation nonetheless, but I am obliged now to tell you what I know. Truth be told, things in this part have been a bit quiet. Now, what I've heard, these may be rumors, these may be truths. I'm not selling you truths. I'm selling you what I've heard. Is that up towards Loudwater and between Zelbros and Loudwater, some shifty characters have been spotted on the river. But us down here on High Star Lake, we're kind of off the beaten path.
That is very good to know. I appreciate that, friend.
Well, no worries. Has that information whetted your whistle for goods?
Do you have ale?
Well, here's my inventory. So if you double click him, you should be able to see his goods.
What does it say? I tried to double click him, and what happens? You're too far away to interact with this pile. He's a pile. Okay.
Yeah, he is a pile of goods.
I mean, I don't believe in objectifying merchants, but...
Oh shit, he's got barrels.
Oh, yeah. Could be barrel riders. Iron pop. Antitoxin, eh? Basic poison. Weren't you looking for some? What were you looking for, Karen?
Oh, I wasn't. I was just looking for, just general weapons. But honestly, I just bought a new axe, so kind of feel like I should take it easy for a while.
But it's Prime Day.
do you have any Prime deals?
And by the way, you got quite the deal on those greater healings.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah. because I didn't have a chance to look it up. So she was super high.
I'll go send her a Valentine.
Yeah, I think you owe her since you paid less than the price of one.
I think I'm good unless you've got a bunch of unless you've got some fancier inventory that you're not showing here. I'm all set. Honestly, I don't have enough gold to buy anything fancy right now. Anyway, so.
Okay.
Smirts, my good friend. So happy to see you.
Indeed, indeed, indeed. I was just hooking this fine group up with some horses and wagons. Are you guys finding what you need from my friend here? Philanthropist?
Nice. Nice. I think we've got everything we need.
Awesome. So Smirts has, lets you know that when you guys are ready, he's secured a couple of wagons and a couple of horses, all for the price of 100 gold. And they're yours to keep.
Okay.
100 gold.
That's pretty steep. I'm gonna say these had better be great horses.
What if you
How
give
much
it-
are they?
Do they dance?
Well, they're fully outfitted. You have 2 wagons. One's a covered wagon. You'll be able to move a lot faster and get to where you want to be much more quickly and with some protections. Now you're welcome. You're welcome to negotiate with Smirts if you'd like.
You got a wagon, not just one horse. And we can
Well,
all
I
ride
suppose
on
I
one.
should go over there. How much are they? I'm sorry, I was having a conversation.
Well, my friend was hoping. Whoa, where are you coming from? My friend was hoping to get 100 gold because this is a loss. Like these things are going to some city, and that's the end of his inventory. What did you have in mind?
What if we gave you a deposit and then we return the horses later? In
You
the same condition in which we received them.
sexy and funny. Double hit right there. Look, you're getting 2 wagons and 2 horses for just over the price of a single potion of greater heal. I feel like that's a pretty awesome deal. And I don't know your plans, but do you plan on heading through the Black Road or any farther on your journeys? Because you're going to need these things anyway. And you don't want to head into the Badlands on foot.
Let's talk about that for a second. Do we have? Could you bring up the map?
I assume you're talking to the GM, so yes, I can. Activate.
What are these
So just-
Badlands?
Just to orient you a bit, at some point you guys know you're on your way back to Flan, right? That was the original Spanky was like get you back to Flan before a lot of this stuff went wrong. Flan, for those who don't know, is over here. Do you guys see me binging it?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Oh, okay.
To the
Wow,
right,
it's way over
way
there.
to the
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
so you'll be
Oh.
heading, the Black Road through the
Oh, I
Empire of
see. We're keeping
Shadows.
these-
Yeah.
So we're intending on keeping these horses and wagon for an extended. We're
Well-
not just going to dump them at our destination. And
Well,
Gotcha.
you're telling. Well, you were talking to Smirts, and you didn't
hmm
tell him what your plans were. So his
Right.
assumption is that this is the beginning of a much larger journey,
Right.
but not just 100 miles. So he was trying to hook you up with some some decent goods that will
Yeah.
get you where you need to go.
You know
as
what,
long as
that's-
we don't forget that we actually bought some horses and we keep up with them, it seems like a good investment.
Sure.
Alrighty.
We can always
I'm
eat
good
them.
with that. Yep.
All right, so you're gonna head to Lork on your horses.
Yeah. I'm gonna get my.
Yeah, I guess
What
my
the-
question is, so it looks like so directly to the northeast of us is that forest? This kind of green mass, is that forest?
Yeah, but there's a wilderness trail that goes all the way through. So there's a main road, right? That's the black dotted line. But he had told you there's a
Yeah.
wilderness trail that he's going to put you on that will take you all the way in. But you can either go hit the main trail to Oral Bar, or hit the main trail and go to Lork.
Loud
And
one.
you know you're going to Lork. He doesn't know where you're
Mhm.
going.
Yeah, to oral bar.
As far as he
Totally
knows, you're
Oral
going to
Bar.
Oral Bar, right? Exactly.
Yep. That's great.
So, yeah. So if let's see if Q still works. Quick draw. Oh, sorry. 1 second. So what he's suggesting that you go right here,
Cool. Perfect. Yes.
and then you can go either
Uh-huh.
way.
Perfect.
And by the way, to draw on the map, and I know that everyone's going to scribble for the next 5 minutes. You just hold your
Yeah.
Q down, and it'll draw lines.
Oh, nice.
It's a really lovely little quick draw, and it'll disappear after a few minutes, or after I think 30 seconds or something.
Never mind.
I forgot to push this button, but right now, it is time for a beverage. I'm very disappointed that there were no random encounters. Like, what the hell?
I know it's been kind of.
I will be right back.
Well, you didn't
shall
you
I
didn't push the button, so you know. So he's going potty break.
I need to take 100 gold out of my inventory.
Whoever is paying for it needs to remove 100 gold.
I can. I have 24, but I have 100 for platinum or PP. What's PP?
Well, it's when you have to go to the bathroom.
Believe me, I've been hearing a lot of that. What's the exchange rate on that?
Hold on.
In this game? He's such a nice little boy.
Oh, it's the little dude.
Nathan, yeah. So he's lovely.
All right, you guys now should be seeing the map.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh, look
It's
at
the
us with our horses.
Told you it's nice. He hooked you up.
Yeah. Oh, one's covered, one's not. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
So I need to
What's the-
remove 100 gold from you.
Well, yeah. Well, I have 24, but I have a lot of platinum, so I wasn't sure what I needed to do with it, for, like the exchange rate. In,
Oh.
how
I
many
think it's
platinum that equals.
I think it's 10 platinum per gold. Hold on. E and D platinum gold. Yep, 10 gold. I was right. So you need to remove 10 platinum. You want me to do that for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Then just let the rest of the party know that they owe you some money. So you may want to make a note of that.
It's not mine. That's not how I roll. I'm in it for the thrills.
And when everybody else gets back, I think I'll put on some travel music.
Okay. Like the wolfberries. All right. I guess we got to figure out where everybody's going to be on the wagons. Why are we missing a character? Is
No.
that Red Dwarf? Oh no, okay.
Wait a minute, hold on. I want to stop this one. I want to do the travel.
Oh, that's nice.
Little travel music.
All right.
Don't forget, you can turn down your volume in your sound settings. Someone's rocking it out. So, when Mr. You guys knew this now. Who do you want in which wagons? So you got some of these nice looking wagons. There's a covered one up front. You know, you would all fit in one, and your gear in the other. But someone's gonna need to drive each of them.
And then so on horse, how long is the trip?
100 miles. You can make it in probably 2 days.
So we will be doing shifts. I will volunteer. I'll drive the back one first.
All right. So move into driving position.
I can drive during the day.
That makes sense. And I think
Yeah, that's a good point. Are you the only one that doesn't have night vision?
Yep.
Okay. Well, the rest of us then are good.
Skylar's going to join Noodle,
Okay.
and he's going to outfit himself with a bow. Does he have a bow? Yeah. So he's gonna have his bow just in case anything happens along the way.
And
I think-
we have our warning as far as
Bobby is gonna sit next to Bing and arm her
that's
bow,
nice. It went on the inside, yeah.
and then Zippy's gonna hang back in the back. I think the
Yeah.
sort of watching the rear, and then really we just need Karen. Which one are you gonna be in? You can ride in the back of either one. Something magical happens if you ride in the back of the red one. In case you.
I feel like I should be seen. I feel like the more visible I am, the less likely we already get fucked with.
That's
Cool.
true.
So I'll show Mark what happens. So Mark, if you move into the tent,
Oh, look at that.
there you go. Fun, huh?
Can you see inside the tent?
That's pretty hot. I like that.
Yeah, I hook you up. So, whenever you're ready, just say, "Yeah."
Roll. Engage.
Okay. Roll them bones.
Are those horses actually walking? Oh,
Oh,
indeed.
yes, they are.
That's pretty awesome.
Bet your sweet ass they are.
Now, this is a nice casual pace. Worth noting is you can, if you want to go faster, you can go faster, but your horses are going to tire out.
Oh, and like Oregon Trail.
Also, someone had mentioned standing watch and yada yada. I don't know that you're going to drive the horses for 48 hours straight without a break.
You
So
don't know?
I don't know you, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, probably not.
No, we don't want to kill them.
And they were,
So do you guys want to go what?
there were enough gold to-
You want to go like 6 hours, then take a break? And I'll I'll roll.
We can assess
Six-
after 6. That's good. That
Or do you want
sounds
to
like a
you
plan.
want to push it to 8 hours? Like how long do you guys want to do?
Well,
Well, there's so much I don't know about horses.
right.
But you have 48 hours to learn.
That's great.
I'd say 6.
Sure.
They're,
Whatever.
they're
Yeah, we're watching for
alive.
signs of them like getting wiped out. We want to
right.
make haste, but we don't want to kill them.
Right.
Okay. So 6 hours. Let's see if anything happens.
Should we paint like an elegant 8 symbol on the side of the wagon? Or maybe a black cult of the dragon symbol?
Ooh.
That was not an 8. It did not work. All right. Let's see here. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was rolling. Blind roll. Nothing happens the first 6 hours. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you guys sort of do an all stop. Give your horses a chance to break. You guys can do potty breaks if you want. And tell me when you're ready to roll again.
Do it.
Yep.
All right, let's roll. Damn it. Nothing. So
Oh man.
it's forward across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's starting to get dark. Mr. Bing, you're having a hard time seeing right now. So you guys do
Okay.
your stop. So now if you want to swap people, you're welcome to do so. It's been a bit. I'm assuming that some of you are going to want to do get some shut-eye.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, driving, we just drove 12 hours, right?
So Fabia said she's happy to drive. Skylar says he's happy to drive. You guys
Okay, so
gonna-
we're switching.
You gonna crash in the back of the wagons, or you gonna sit and try to sleeping up? What are you guys gonna do?
No, I'll go in to the wagon. I'll go in,
All right,
sleep a minute.
all right, head in.
Okay.
What about you, Bing? You staying on the seat?
Actually, so we're pulling off the road, right?
Yeah, you're stopped. You're pulled over right now. You can also camp for the night.
I think we should just camp for the night.
Yeah,
I don't know,
we'll have to get off the road though, like
Yeah.
find an area somewhat
Yep.
hidden.
Yeah, we don't want to be obvious right at the road, and we're just gonna pull off and camp.
Okay.
All right, so let's see here. Second. This is not working. Give me one more second. So you guys are gonna make camp?
Yeah.
All right. Yep. All right, I'll send you a long rest request here in just 2 seconds.
Ooh, I think Skylar slept some on the trip, so I think he needs to stay, keep watch for a little while. We need at least one dude, so. He did sleeping while we were driving.
All right, hold on. There we go. There it is. There you go. Overhead, yes. Apply. Now you have a tent.
Oh, I
long-
see. Okay. Long rest. Wait, 40. How long is the long rest?
8 hours.
Okay. So I need to roll.
You don't have to roll. I don't think you're down any hit points, right?
Yeah. Me
But
neither.
it'll give you all your. It'll give you your cell slots back. There. We gave you 2 tents.
That's a big tent.
It is. All right, is everybody done with their long rest?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Are you gonna? You want to wait till the? What time do you guys want to take off in the morning? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. We head out about 6, 5 right now.
as soon as the long rest is done.
It's
Yeah.
done. It moved it moved it to 3 a.m. So it's now 3 a.m.
Yeah, let's ride at dawn. Why not?
Okay.
Going it is. That way that Bing can drive again.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys put away your tents, and you're once you guys get into your spots,
Okay.
and you guys take off. All right, let's load the map to see where you are. There, activate. All right, so you're about here. You guys can all see that?
Yep.
So you're making some good progress. And we head back to Wilderness. And let's see if you encounter anything. You don't encounter anything.
Man.
Wait, the horses aren't moving their feet. There we go. All right, advancing. It's about noon. Let's roll for the next shift. Oh, for the love of Pete. Again, uneventful. This has been like the most chill. Like you had a little river ride, you know, a little walk in the park. You got yourself some, you know, some blinged out carts.
We went to Disney.
Four,
Unless we're doing,
5,
like, a
6.
Napa bus tour.
So,
Wine
fun
train.
fact. Yeah, it is. It really is. You guys could be drunk right now, and it wouldn't even matter. So back on the map, you guys are making it to Lork. So next stop is Lork.
Okay.
And Lork. Oops. All right. I'll give you a last look at this guy. So, you know, you guys,
Actually,
you know,
can you go back for 1 second? I just want to take a screenshot so I can look at that map again.
Yep.
Okay,
You want me to
thank
zoom
you.
out, or is it good?
Yeah, why don't you?
Oh wait, you can zoom in and out yourself, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Duh. Okay. This is a cool map, by the way.
It really is.
Yeah, it originally had the fog of war, so the only parts of it you could see were where you've been. but that broke in V11, so now you see the whole map. I can't really stop it. Maybe I'll figure it out someday.
It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Well, I think at one point you guys have this map, like you found it someplace. That's why I gave you access to it. So it is of the greater Moonsea area. All right, so yeah, you've crossed the river. You're heading into Lork.
Excuse me.
You've got your horses in tow. Honestly, this music was apropos because somehow you didn't experience a single encounter, not a goblin, a bunny rabbit, nothing. I've got to work on my roll tables. There's something's all, messed up. All you had to do is to get a 15 or above and you would encounter something. So there was a 25% chance every time I rolled that you would encounter something. Not once. Anyway, let me load up the next screen. Get yourselves grounded. Turn off the music.
It was so relaxing.
It is actually. I do sometimes play that while I'm coding all of this.
That's nice.
Nice.
So, you've arrived. The River City of Lork.
Knowledge. Act 1.
Knowledge.
The burden of knowledge.
Oh, get the. Huh? What about this music? Am I right? Like, is this doing it for you? So while I get you guys pulled into the next screen.
What do you do? Say it there.
It's about 8 o'clock.
You have to stable the horse.
Ah, yes.
Oh, he has new responsibilities now.
Adulting is hard.
Have to get horse insurance.
Wait, did I put Skylar on twice? No. And then Zippy. And activate. So you guys made it to Lork. And and activate.
All right. What
To the chat. So, ignoring the fact that I assumed you would go via boat, the dim outlines of Lork come into view, backed by the pale gray light of the pre-dawn sky. The city, if you would call it that, sprawls before you, more haphazard, a collection of weathered, beaten wooden buildings and winding streets than an actual settlement. So that's the lovely port. Show an image to the characters. There it be. It's lovely. Lurk is a place that seems to thrive in the margins of the known world, positioned just before the foreboding Black Road. The river, a main artery of trade and travel, breathes life into this outpost, bringing in with a mix of people as varied as the goods that fill the pockets and packs. Sorry for all of the sounds in the background. My daughter has decided to play with toys that we bought for her when she was a toddler.
It's fine. Let her be her.
As one
There,
does.
It was, well, it's in a donate pile, so all of the donate pile stuff is suddenly very interesting to the kids.
Yes.
I hope she doesn't use the lawnmower, the little bitty lawnmower, the little Tykes lawnmower that we have. That would be fun. Anyway, there are worn travelers and hardened faces, their eyes revealing stories of distant lands and dangerous encounters. Shady individuals stand by the dock, eyeing each new arrival with calculated looks, their intentions hidden beneath cloaks and grins. Traders bustle about, shouting deals and offers over the clamor, their stalls brimming with the exotic artifacts, luxurious textiles, and mystifying trinkets. Each item a tale waiting to be told. So The city's aroma is a blend of spices, river water, damp wood, and the occasional hint of strange magic. The sound of the river, that you're next to, lapping against the boats and the shores, creates a symphony of murmurs that sort of welcome you into this charming little city. Um, you've arrived in Lork, the last sign of civilization before the enigmatic Black Road. So, it doesn't take long for you to find your way
To the inn.
to the Wayward Spirit Inn and Tavern. Well, actually, I've jumped ahead. You're standing outside. You don't have to
Yeah.
go in. You do you. So here we are.
Well, so do we
It's 8 p.m.
see any black cult of the Black Dragon or black cult of the dragon, or some
you see-
variant thereof?
Well, not on the outside. So I forgot there is an outside descriptor. So let's give you a little picture to look at.
Okay.
So as you approach the tone of Lork, the day begins to give way. Blah 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 blah. So you draw closer to the inn, and you see it's inviting, right? It's a sturdy wooden inn. You can hear the creaks on the floorboards as you approach it. You hear a boisterous crowd on the inside, sort of a mix of locals and probably travelers. There's aromas of roasted meats and fresh breads wafting from the stacks. Your stomach sort of gives an involuntary growl of anticipation. You guys have been on rivers and in carts for the past few days, eating rations. The lights sort of emanate from the side of the building in an inviting way. It seems like it's a warm place with the promise of a good meal and a good night's sleep. Looking around, you'll have to roll an investigation check. Do you want to do a party investigation check?
Yeah, let's do.
For the outside, yeah.
Yeah.
See if there's any lurkers.
Yeah, so we'll do an investigation because you asked specifically if you're seeing.
Yeah, and we're looking for people who, might be acting as lookouts or anything like that.
Yep.
Oh, puke. Wait, where's mine? Oh, okay. I'm still on that one screen. Here we go.
Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, I'm so useful.
So, Karen and Bing, not so useful. But Fabia, Noodle, Nick doesn't count. He's not with you. I don't know why I rolled for Nick.
I mean,
but it's still an 18. Yeah.
Nick.
So look, you see evidence of lots of patrons going in and out. You don't see any lookouts per se, right? There's nothing obvious, but nothing within sort of eye shot causes you pause, at least from the outside, right? But then again, I think your takeaway would be that if the black cult is here, they're not making a big show of it outside by saying this is our headquarters or this is we've taken over this
Right.
building. So this inn seems to be sort of operating as usual.
Okay.
Now, the I'll show Bing if I make your way this way. Hold on. Oh, you can't see anything in the dark. Hold on. You're completely blind.
what I would say is we got to think about if we're going all in together or not.
Yeah, I'd say we should probably stream in separately
So
over
so
the
what
course of, N minutes.
what you guys can't really see is that that roof that you're standing next to, there's a passage that goes around back to the stables, right? If you want to go back through the back door, or if you want to go in the front door, it's just an inn, right? It's just a normal inn as far as you can tell.
Nice.
All right. So you heading in the front, in the back. You're gonna investigate the outside a little bit. What is your plan? It is pretty dark. I'm like most of you guys can't see anything. Now, Bing, you do know that you can light a lantern if you want, right? Or light a
Yeah,
torch.
but I'm assuming that there would be light, like, some torches and stuff placed around the town, right?
Oh, there's nothing on the outside. All you see is the light coming from the.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is pretty
just
interesting.
I'll head right inside then, just because I can't be very useful outside.
Well, I think you did make me think that maybe I made a mistake here. Hold on. Because I don't think that was very realistic of me. I forgot to put some lamps around back. There would be one there. And there would be one here. Would be one here. One over here. Is that better?
No,
There you
is
go.
he home?
Now there's some lights. See?
Yeah,
Alright.
I will head in just because I'm useless out in the dark,
Makes sense.
and I will draw attention to myself if I'm going around with the lantern, going, "Hey, what's over here?"
And I think that Skylar would be the first person to say, "I'm going into the bar."
Uh-huh.
I think Yeah, I think Fabia, Zippy.
Can we make Zippy invisible?
Yep. Move Fabia.
Wasn't that an Alison Moyet song?
Was it? Something about invisible?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Noodle?
Oh, yeah, I'm going in. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry,
All right.
my little lovey and I made some banana bread, so we're happy.
Nice.
All right, so you guys are heading in, and as you head in to the chat, and I'll show you a little photo. Wait, it didn't show me. I'm going to show you guys. Show player's image. There it is. There you go. As you enter the Wayward Spirit Inn, you're greeted by familiar sights and sounds of a bustling tavern. I believe. The ground floor is warm and inviting, with an impressive fireplace on the left side of the room, casting a dancing light across the worn wooden tables and benches. The smell of spiced ale and hearty fare fills the air, with Grom Iron Pot, the cook at work in the kitchen, located behind the bar on the right. Looking up, your eyes naturally lift towards the balcony of the second floor, partially veiled in soft shadows. The sturdy balustrade? I don't even know that word. That's a new word for me. Anyone?
Balustrade.
Balustrade?
Balustrade, yeah.
That's what I get for trying to be clever. Using
Like the what?
I think it's the handrail, right?
Yeah.
But I have never heard the word balustrade in my entire life. So I now have a new word that is in my own narrative, and that's what I get for having Chat AI fancify my narrative. Anyway, there's an intriguing interplay of light and shadow as the illumination from the lower levels fights its way up to the highlighted portions of the upper floor. Silhouettes can occasionally be seen moving against the soft light, patrons above offering a ghostly performance for those below. Laughter and fragments of conversations echo down, blending with the tavern's own soundtrack. As the door to the Wayward Spirit Inn creaks open, the clamor of patrons momentarily subsides. All eyes turn towards you. A chorus of floorboards and groaning under the weight of the new arrivals echoes through the room, causing all eyes to divert towards the entrance. Standing behind the bar, a figure of undeniable strength and resilience subtly commands the room's attention.
But we all didn't enter at once.
You guys all roughly came in. So you guys are greeted by Madame Eudora Cheesefroth. With the silence in the room growing heavier with each passing second, Madame Cheesefroth straightens her back and clears her throat. The harsh lines of her face soften somewhat as she breaks the silence. Her voice is rough and as coarse sandpaper, but somehow inviting in its familiarity. See if I can do her voice. I don't even know if I have a voice for this.
Evening, travelers.
been a while since we've had a few new faces in the spirit. Have a seat wherever you like, and we'll be right with you.
So, there's a slight tremor in her voice as she returns her attention to the glasses she's cleaning, signaling at the end of a brief interruption. As the noise level in the inn begins to rise, the undercurrent of tension remains, almost as if the inn itself is holding its breath. So, you guys are welcome to choose a seat. Madame Eudora mentions that there's, seats in the common area, but, off to the east, there's a larger room with larger tables if you want some privacy. Or make yourself at home. Divide and conquer. Do what you will.
Okay. Do we have a plan, or are we just going to kind of try to get a feel for the people that are in here? Zippy's invisible, right?
Yep, Zippy is invisible. Where do you want Zippy to go?
Now, Zippy is capable of like the warning, right? Or is that a weapon?
That's just Alicia's weapon.
All right. Does she sense anything yet? Can we have her do that?
It doesn't really work like that. It's kind of like
Just tell her, right?
it'll just kind of like in The Hobbit, where it just sort of glows when goblins are near.
Okay.
That sort of a thing.
And it's not glowing, so
Yep. So Bing, you sidled up to the counter, and
Yeah.
Cheese Froth, is like,
I see you've made your way to the counter. That's my preferred place as well. What can I do you for?
Wine, bread, cheese, whatever kind of stew you've got.
Come right up.
I'm all for it.
Grom! Need a bowl of stew.
you hear Grom in the background, sort of whistling and grumbling, and letting her know it'll be out shortly.
So what news of the city? We've just rolled into town.
Well, that's an awfully vague question. News of the city. Well,
What's new?
lots of travelers. Everything every day is new here. We have our commoners, like T-Rail over there and Tharine. They're here every day, but there are faces that I see once and never again.
Mm-hmm.
Any influx of new folk that kind of seem to dress alike, or
They all wear the same sneakers.
yeah.
There have been some scoundrels coming through.
And she kind of trails off, and you get the feeling that she doesn't really want to talk about it.
Okay. You've heard anybody say stuff like tooth and claw?
She just looks at you, and then goes back to cleaning her glasses.
Okay. Say no more.
Well, I'm over here by the fire
Awesome.
with this guy.
Commoner Garius. So as you-
there's no name.
As you're, there's no name. There should be names.
Nope.
When you move over,
He's
there are
kinda
people.
sitting in a big comfy chair too, so I thought I'd come down and say hello.
Oh, I see Daleth has something, but like the other commoners or whoever's sitting at the other tables just do not have names.
Oh, interesting. Well, it's okay. They're commoners.
Daleth does. He's a cheesy froth guy.
Yeah, so Dayloth sort of comes over to this little area, Noodle, and sends to the chat. Actually asks you, hey,
Hi.
I'm Daleth Cheesefroth. My mom is Madame Eudora Cheesefroth, and just wondering if you wanted a table or if you wanted me to serve you here. I wait the tables.
Oh, you want to know if we want to sit together?
Or are you
I
going
think
to
we're
be
spreading out right now.
dinner? Eating dinner? Or are you gonna just or you know, I see your
I
friend
wouldn't
over there.
I'll take an ale and some stew, but I'd like to stay here by the fire if that's okay.
Oh, that can be done. I can do that for you. I can do that for you.
Excellent. How old are you?
Oh, I'm my mid 20s, and this is sort of my thing. Someday my mom will pass and it's become my place.
This will be yours.
I'm just
Nice.
learning the ropes. But you said you wanted a bowl of stew and some ale. Did I get your order correct?
Yes, yes, you did.
Let me get the orders of your friends here, and then I will come back after talking to Iron Pot. And get your
Excellent. Thank you.
So Dila's cheese froth. She's the innkeeper's daughter.
Oops, wrong voice. She's a delicate, slender woman in her early 20s. Her auburn hair is tied back in a simple braid. Her youthful, let me give you the picture. Her youthful appearance contrasts with her tired, anxious eyes. Her simple dress and apron bears witness to her work at the inn. Upon seeing you guys down there, she quietly greets,
Welcome to the Wayward Spirit Inn. What can I get for you?
So, she fidgets with her hands and her hands are kind of shaking, sort of betraying her nervous state. Dila's eyes are filled with sort of a silent plea for help. Every now and then she casts a serendipitous glance towards her mother, a look of worry etched deeply in her face. There's an inner struggle in her desperate need to confide in someone, to seek help, but the fear of the unknown and the potential danger of her loved ones keeps her lips tightly sealed. It's like we lost Noodle.
Yes.
It's almost time to end anyway, but... So, Mr. Karen, you were at the table? You were really the only person in the game right now that's at the table?
Who has charisma?
Who does have some charisma, yeah. Bing, you're also within earshot. If you want to sidle over, it's up to you.
Am I? I'm sorry.
Oh, you're back.
Can I? I'm gonna ask her what the, is there trouble? And just wait for her to react.
So she pauses, and you can see her anxiety is amplifying, and she's sort of looking around the room. She sort of casts this lingering, hopeful glance towards you, Karen, and looks away again, looks at her hands, like her shoulders stiffen, and she's sort of trying to gather her courage. Bites her lower lip a little bit. There's like this serious battle going on within her. And finally, you realize that trust is this delicate thing. She sort of looks into your eyes with sort of the "can I trust you" sort of look.
And my massive charisma lets her know that she can in fact trust me.
What is your charisma?
I think it's like
because you're like,
isn't it?
Yeah, like you amped it up, right? It's pretty high.
17.
So she lowers her voice, sort of this hushed whisper, like does another glance around to see if anyone's listening. She's like,
Look, there are some men here from the Black Cult of the Dragon. They've all but taken over the inn with my mother's reluctant approval, and I think they're keeping someone in the cellar. There's also some of them upstairs because I bring them food from time to time. But I think the lion's share of the cultists are down below.
Is there anything down in the cellar that you might have occasion to actually like go down there to get something that we could help you with, just so we can kind of get a look at what's going on down there?
So she again looks around, and you're way over at the bar. So she's probably not gonna respond to you unless you move in a little closer, because would all but be shouting across the thing.
Closer.
But she does, but she does say to the rest of the table, look,
Normally, I'm in the cellar often, restocking wine. It's where we keep our food and vegetables, and sometimes the cook will send me to get some things. But since the cultists have gotten here, I'm not allowed to go down there. But sometimes, when I'm close to the doorway, I hear noises, and they don't sit well with me.
Who is allowed down there? Okay, I'm gonna come over.
You're like, who is it? Wait.
Well met, sir. I'm far more comfortable with this close proximity. Just pretend that you're ordering something, if you don't mind. But to answer your question, my mother goes at least part way down. But most often she's met in the stairway. The cook has also went part way down the stairway, requesting his foodstuffs for the kitchen.
Is the door down there locked?
It's not the door to the cellar itself is open. The stairway goes into a bit of an atrium, if you will. It's sort of a holding area before there'll be a door that leads to the larger cellar. So it's sort of a staging area where we keep things that we're going to use, in the near future. In the front room, in the back room, the larger area is where we keep the brunt of our stuff.
Is that the only way in or out of the cellar?
That is the only way in or out. It's just something that just terrifies me. I'm actually thrilled that they have not asked me to go down.
Well, if I were you, I would start getting cleaning supplies.
I don't know what to make of that comment. And honestly, the cleaning supplies are in the cellar, so
Perfect.
Yeah. But I warn you to be careful. Now, upstairs when I'm making beds and cleaning rooms, I've seen and heard things, and they've spoke of mines and some sort of a machine, and I'm not sure what's up, but it sounds sinister. And it makes
upstairs?
they come and go, but I would say all in there's probably anywhere from 6 to 10 of these foul people at any given time.
And those folks are upstairs, or are you talking about all
Most of them
upstairs
are.
and downstairs?
Most seem to be downstairs, the majority of the time, but there's usually one or two upstairs. I can go check for you if you want to know.
That would be great.
But I am a little worried. I think I need to put in your orders, and then I will come back and let you know what I find. But I don't want to draw any more attention. I think I may have stayed here even too long.
Yeah, come back with the chicken, please.
Yeah. So she takes your orders and first heads to the cook. So she heads up this stairway and then disappears. And a short while later, you see her come in through this back door behind the bar and sort of avoiding her mom's glance, heads upstairs. So she heads up these stairs and disappears out of sight.
So maybe we go, once we hear how many are upstairs, deal with, I don't know, check them out first.
Yep.
Kill and or question. And
Yep.
Go check out the party downstairs.
Yeah.
Do we want to question one of them before we go down? Or
Sure, why not?
just wait till we get down there?
Yeah, I think we might as well. It's going to be easier to deal with a
While
couple.
I was glitched, did they say that Skylar was here? I mean, did they say that Nick was here, or did she not know?
It sounds like he is. Yeah, in the cellar. Yeah.
Okay, I had to somehow I lost everything, and then I had to reboot it. All right.
So I put your order in with the Grom Iron Pot, and let my mom know that you wanted ales, ales across the table. Will there be anything else? And I went upstairs, and there are 4 people up there, but they're just guests. They're not cultists. One room was locked, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on in that room. But you may want to have a look for yourself. But I didn't see any of the other cultists up there.
Can you get us a key to the locked room?
I can do my best.
And with that, she disappears behind the counter, and then out of sight for just a moment.
Who is this, like, moving back and forth here?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
This is pretty cool.
Oh, that's just a
Are they
patron walking.
dancing?
It's just a patron walking around.
Oh, okay.
You know, to for the immersion, you guys. It's all about the immersion.
They're very drunk.
I was gonna say they're pretty toasted.
All right, see here.
Well, maybe we can go check out the room for intel.
Yep.
Short sheet the bed.
Yes,
Does
that'll stop them.
and so again, while she's going to get the key, Madame Eroda, she doesn't know. She's not a willing participant, but she is reluctantly given them because what else is she going to do, right?
Well, you don't know how
to me.
you don't know if she's reluctant or she's cagey or what, but because you've not really spoken to her yet.
From the sound of her daughter, I don't know if we should. I think just go up.
Drink your ale carefully.
Okay. Oh.
Mr. He doesn't know what to. I don't know what to call you. Is it Cyrus? Is it Mr. B?
Steve. It's Steve.
Steve. So Steve, drink your ale carefully. You wouldn't want to choke on anything in the ale.
Okay. Thank you.
So she disappears again. You know, she's back there with her mom, sort of doing some stuff. And if you check your inventory, you'll find that she's slipped a room key into your mug of ale.
Right on. Very cool.
Who wants to do the recon? Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say it would look kind of dumb if we all went up.
I think Skylar would volunteer to go with you.
Yeah.
All right.
And Zippy is still invisible, so.
Yep. Zippy's invisible. So you guys, and by the way, Zippy, you know, you guys, if you look up, did I give you the narrative for the room, right? Like it's a
yeah,
because it's a railing thing.
Light and shadow playing the balustrade. There's
So if you look up, you can see sort of a wraparound balcony. Like Zippy could easily just fly up there. So Skylar's gonna head up.
Can Zippy stay with us? And then, like, if any of the cultists start giving us a hard time down here, if Zippy stays here and we send Favia with, then Zippy can warn her that, you know, the jig is up, right? See, I just lost it again.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
glitch for me too.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
I've got a new thing popped up here. What's this?
All right, so now I should be able to activate. So I should be able to take you to the map.
Oh, this is the upper floor.
Yep. So you're now on the second floor. I don't think that everybody else can see. Correct? Probably just a black
I
map.
see it. Do you guys see
Oh,
it?
no, it's blank. It's dark. Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you're not there, so you can't really see the map that's being shared because your
Oh,
characters
okay.
aren't on it. Although, ironically, now that I think about it, weirdly, you won't be allowed to move, but like, you guys are down here at this table. You chose
Yeah.
wisely.
Mm.
Who else is there? And Karen, right? And Zippy. So you guys are down at that table. So now you can at least see part of the map, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see, that you have the commoners wandering around. A couple people sitting on each side of the fire.
That's fun.
That one lady about ready to fall down the stairs because she seems like super stupid.
Yeah. Well, I'm acting a little drunk too myself. And I'm just gonna because we don't know what door she was talking about, do we?
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't. Well, she didn't say anything.
It's the one
God.
that, obviously. Just go to the locked one.
Okay.
So I mean, there's a door right next to you. There's a door down the hall, right?
So I'm gonna drunkenly lean against the door and try to open it.
All right. So move into place and do so. Try to open it.
It doesn't seem like it opens.
All right. So it's locked. Yeah. So you've managed to
Okay.
find a locked room. Would you like to use the key?
Can we do some
no.
perception or
Just
something?
First I'm just gonna kind of lean against it like I'm drunk and I'm just kind of, doing my drunken thing and see if I can hear anything inside.
All right. Give me 2 shakes.
Let's go perception check with advantage. I'm joking, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I assumed so. So yeah, you put your ear against the door, and you hear mostly silence. You hear the crackle of a warm fire. There's nothing that leads you to believe that you should not, that you could not open the door. Oh, by the way, I forgot to give you guys this. The broad staircase near the entrance again winds its way, blah, blah, blah. So to the tavern below, here's the image. I do all this stuff. I should at least share it with you. Yeah, so it's a lovely space.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway. Good old Mid-Journey. All right. So yeah, you don't pick up the sounds of anything.
Okay.
Seems safe enough.
All right. I'm gonna again, acting as drunkenly as I can, fumble with the key and unlock the door and kind of stumble inside.
Right, and Skylar kind of whispers to you, like, they won't know that it's not your room. So it all should work out. So all right, so
Yeah. Well,
the door
just in case there's somebody inside, I just want to be able to have plausible deniability as my
so
motive here.
The door unlocks, and I'll let you open it at your will.
Let's open that door. Come and knock on that door. Okay, so I kind of step inside, and I'm like, "Oh, hey, sorry. Yes, this is not my, and I just kind of stumble and fall to the ground."
So interestingly, you find yourself, face to face with the corpse of a cultist, like laying in a pool of its own blood. And
Sweet.
when you get a good look at its face, you recognize this is Tabit, the cultist that you sent ahead, from Daggerford, or I guess or from Sycamore. Yeah, so clearly he relayed the message to his peers and has now found himself laid out and his entrails splayed upon the floor for all to see. So things didn't end well for Tabit.
Sorry, Tabit.
So you can at least you at least can assume that people know what's up with that. Like you guys are probably at some point going to show up here because he shared that with them. And to your south is a room or is a door that you can open up.
I'm poking my head inside.
Now, if you want to search the room, there's a new macro for you.
Oh, let's do it. How do we get to it?
Well, first for this room, you just need to do an investigation check on Tabit.
Tabit, what happened to you? Normal. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
He's dead.
Find much, but Skylar's going to come in behind you and sort of shut the door so that no one else sees the corpse, laying in there.
Skylar, he's like not moving or anything.
Yeah, he's quite dead.
He might be dead.
So he's going to roll his investigation check. Yeah, he also is like, yeah, I think you're right, man.
Laurel and Hardy investigation murder.
So now you can hit that macro button. So that was your investigation of Tabit to see if there's anything interesting there.
So now where is this macro button?
It is in your. If you look at your folder, you probably haven't added it yet, but it looks like a little magnifying glass. So click the little folder icon, and then you can add it to your stuffs.
Folder. Public. Yeah. All right. Oh, look at that. Random search.
Yep, random search. See if you find anything good.
Do I save it or do I just drag it or what's the?
Oh, drag it to your hotbar, if there's room.
Okay. Spoken.
What did we find? Okay, that is not the right one.
I am a hottie though.
Did you click the random search?
Yes.
Yeah, it says random search, but yeah.
Well, I'm clicking it just to see what happens because that's not that's not
1D24.
That's not right. Hold on a second. That's not right.
Oh, but I do love your quote though.
What was my quote?
Where did you learn this? I learned it from watching you, okay?
Oh, yes, yeah. Here we
are
go.
the last people who are going to remember that.
It's sad, but true.
Yeah.
Here we go. There's this, and then I've got to take this guy. And then I got to go here, and I got to say, edit. I can't believe that I didn't adjust this stupid thing. Hold on one second. And I'll tell you to try it again. Command V. And did it do it? And there we go. Get rid of that. Execute. There we go. All right. Save macro. Now try it.
Random search. So if I click it, now what happens?
There you go. You found some copper.
Sweet.
Not particularly exciting.
No, but that's all right.
And also my
Can
table
we-
seems to be corrupt, so it doesn't really
can't say anything because I'm downstairs.
Yeah, you are downstairs.
I am. So that's all that's here. No other clues or.
Yeah, that's all
Not
that's
that
there.
you're gonna see.
Yeah, true. My investigation skills are. All right. Well, I will stumble downstairs and.
Rejoin.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go back and activate. Activate. You should still be down there. Back where you were.
So this means that some of them are either not here or everybody's downstairs.
Well, I mean, to be fair, and I think we'll end here for the night.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be fair, the Cyrus searched one room, and there's
Poorly.
probably yeah, poorly. There's probably 10 rooms up there just from glancing. Right, there was the rooms you could see, and then there was a hallway to the south that sort of had some other rooms off of it. So there's additional rooms. There might be some stuff. There's no cultists as far as you know, because she checked in advance. She just didn't check the locked rooms. And the first locker room you checked out did have an occultist in it, but they weren't going to make much noise.
An ex-cultist.
Poor Tabid is dead. So at least there's one less cultist you have to deal with if things get real.
True.
So the next time we play, I think there'll be. I mean, I thought there'd be some battles this time. There just weren't. But
None.
yeah, I thought for sure you guys would be stymied on the way here. I mean, how many times did I roll? I mean, not one.
It was a lot.
Yeah, not one encounter. But I'm honoring the dice, right? It is what it is. So you guys had a nice safe passage to Lork, and have found yourself at the Wayward Spirit Inn. You have some sort of an accord with the daughter who wants the cultists out of the inn. She doesn't like what it does to her mom and the way her mom acts, and sort of how fearful she feels all the time. You found poor Tabid upstairs, murdered for completing the quest you put him on. Quite honestly, and you know that that downstairs in the cellar, your good friend Mr. Melok is likely being held. Right? You aren't sure if he's been moved out here yet, but at least that's what you can tell.
Oh, we need to send Zippy down there. No, okay, we're quitting. Okay.
So that's a good plan. So there you go.
Like it.
Set a fire down there. Just hold the door shut.
You could
some tear gas or something like that.
Yeah, you don't need Nick. He doesn't play anyway. You might as well just end him. I did promise that someone would die.
Gas. I didn't say poison.
Oh, well, I heard fire. I heard alchemist fire or something. I don't know what I heard.
Okay, there's that too.
Yeah, you could. It's a one way out. It's a choke point. So, anyway, this is where we'll pick up when we play next week.
Excellent.
Any questions or comments?
No, I mean, honestly, it's normally we're 6 months and still in the forest. So, hey,
To be fair, you guys have made good work, right? Like if you rewind, you went from Daggerford all the way to here pretty quickly.
That never happens. We're like months and months before. Usually, it would take us quite a while. So,
Yes.
Well, although to be fair, Skylar wasn't here to shop, so
yeah.
that saved you a good 45 minutes. Love you, Skylar. All right, guys. Well, on that note, until next time.
All right.
I will see you all next round.
All right. Well, welcome home, Tommy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Good to be home, and it's good to be playing again.
Are you moving to Italy anytime soon?